All right, so we are back on the Mustang, and what we want to do here in the back, we've got it all nicely sealed up and primed. We want to go ahead and trim all this area out. That way we can assemble the trunk area, and then we are going to also paint right here on this edge and go ahead and pop the glass in as well. That will seal up the car a good bit and bring us a lot further along with the repair while we work on the front. And a lot of people wondering why we did the quarter panel and stuff first. I like to do the easy stuff first, honestly. And plus, we have an issue with the parts a little bit. Some mistakes and miscommunications may have been made, but it's okay. We will get those straightened out. Anyways, what we want to do today is go ahead and trim this out and hopefully maybe even go ahead and reassemble the trunk. All right, so we got the car in the paint area, and while we were inspecting this quarter panel to see what sort of sealer was here, see, Nate was telling me, look at this factory seam sealer. You can't even see the spot welds. But upon further inspection, we came across a very gruesome discovery. It appears that the quarter has been replaced on the left side here. And not only has it been replaced, it's been replaced. So this quarter was removed. It was replaced new onto a yellow Mustang, and then removed from that Mustang and installed onto this Mustang. So it's been recycled twice. Or once, or yeah, but yeah, they did a pretty decent job. Like, you can't really tell. It is off just a little bit because they did not remove the old piece. They just overlapped it right here. You can see the old piece still under there. You see that, Nate?
So you think the old quarter panel's still under there?
Not the entire thing, but a certain little section of it. So they just basically cut it right along this line and then hooked this one over it, which is a really easy, fast way to do it. And then you just panel bond it, so you don't weld it. That's why there's no welds. It was not welded; it was glued. But yeah, we're gonna get this thing trimmed out real quick, and then
put it back together.
Yeah. We got the car all trimmed out and it looks absolutely amazing. There is one little problem. Nate forgot to hang the hinge up.
Yeah, I did. I forgot to sand it too.
No, I sanded it. Honestly, I forgot all about it too. But it's okay. We brought in another YouTuber. You guys might know him. His name's Mark from Motorhead.co.
He's going to help us out.
He's going to help us out. You know, it's a very big job. So he's out there cleaning it right now.
So we got it pulled in on the lift here. Why do we have it on the lift?
So we had to put it up on the lift because Ben forgot what the bottom of a Mustang looks like, and he needed some reference points.
In a while.
It's been years, hasn't it?
Yeah, he had to measure all the diagonals and everything so he could get his, your transmission mount?
Yeah, well, I was mounting my shifter in my Mustang, and I was wondering how I needed to mount that shifter just to have it good. And it turns out I'm gonna have to do some modifying on my car because the shifter tower was a little bit too low because I was planning on doing automatic transmission, so I kind of just capped it, you know, but.
I have one question. Are you sure the factory got it right, though? Maybe you need to modify it.
No, it looks good. It looks good. I mean, basically, just the shifter has to be perfectly level with the transmission.
So you got everything you need?
Yeah.
All right, check that out, guys. We have everything installed inside the trunk, and I took some of the parts that were cluttering the interior and put them in the trunk. That way they'd be safe for now. We can't put together this rear deck lid yet because this part is gonna have to be painted before we could put this little piece back on. But as you can see, it's also damaged here. So to fix these little corners right here, as you can see, they're busted from the accident, but got really lucky here that this whole thing didn't get damaged because I think it is pretty expensive. But as you can see, we got everything buttoned up. We're not gonna be gluing this window in just yet. That way when we paint, there's no edges or anything, no tape lines. But as you can see, I got all of this put back together. I went ahead and put this bottom seal back on, but not the top one. That way, once we paint, there's not gonna be any edges. It's gonna be very easy to tape here. So everything is pretty much put back together back here, besides that glass and the rear glass. We're not gonna be gluing it on. That way when we paint it, it's gonna be easier to tape.
All right, so check that out, guys. We got the lid on, we've got the tail light mocked up, we've got the bumper kind of sort of on. We actually need to replace the bracket right here. It's not exactly fitting.
Well, I mean, if you can see here,
Fitting up.
I kind of fixed it a little bit. I pushed it out.
Yeah, this bumper, it's a borderline replace. Like, you could either replace it or you could either fix it. I think we're going to fix it because it's just this dent right here. But the bracket, I think the bracket's got to go. But it's looking very good. We laid the glass on here just to keep dust from flying in there. We were actually going to glue the glass in, but we decided we're going to wait on that and go ahead and let our paint roll over these edges real nice. So that's the decision we made there. But
Yeah.
the rear end is looking really good. I think Nate, what do you think? I think it's time to start on the front end.
I mean, now that we got all this buttoned up, we could pretty much forget about it till paint.
Hold on, before you say buttoned up. Again, it's good.
Looks
It
good.
fits.
Looks good.
But yeah, it's looking really good. And a lot of people are asking why we did the rear before we did the front. Because here's the thing. No matter what happens, this car right here is going to be rebuilt back to its original glory. Okay, Mike is gonna get this car back and it's gonna look like the way it did. It's probably gonna look better than the way it did when he first got it. Okay, so that's the plan here. We're not thinking about value. We're not thinking about money invested. We're not thinking about any of that. We need Mike to have his car. Mike never got his car. Mike got his car, and the first day he got it, it got blown up. So Mike's getting his car. So no matter what happens, we're fixing this car, even if we have to replace the entire chassis, even though it doesn't have a chassis. But you guys get what I'm saying. But anyways, so the next step on this thing is going to be put it back on the frame rack, pull the front rails out, possibly pull the motor. I don't know. Maybe we will pull the motor. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll, work around it. What do you guys think? Should we pull the motor? More content for you guys, but more work for us. So probably not going to pull the motor. But yeah, I'm very happy with the rear end. At this point in time, I am absolutely excited because the closer this car gets to getting done, the closer we get to revealing the new build. And the new build, I have to say, is I want to say half the people are going to like it, the other half are going to be mad. So,
Well, you were almost jumping the gun, not wanting to finish this thing.
Yeah, I know, man.
I had to convince you.
This car.
Yeah, I know. I had to convince you,
Hey,
man.
Ben, you want to fix this car? And Ben's like, nah, man, I'm V-tuned. I only build McLarens and cut Mustangs in half. And we don't want it cut in half, so. But yeah, we got to hide the tag. Hold on, let me put my thumb in front of the tag.
Put your thumb in front of it.
Like that?
You can see it.
Like that. There we go. But yeah, so what Nate and I are planning on doing right now, we are going to close the shop down and take the boat out because that's what you do on Saturday. So I'll see you guys on Monday. Peace out.